Hi guys, and welcome to my review of episode 3 of It Welcome to Derry. So there's quite a lot going on in this episode. We opened it up in 1908. We saw a child Shaw attending the travelling carnival with his dad. He goes into the House of Mirrors, gets scared by an attraction that they have known as a skeleton man. He then so he comes running out. His dad berates him for getting scared and hands him a catapult that he won. On the way home, they run out of gas. He buys some. He meets a Rose as a child who is selling water. He hasn't got the 5 cents to pay her, so he gives her the catapult in compensation. So we go then and then we kind of follow him on this sort of as they build this friendship up. This is when Shaw first encounters the entity of Pennywise, who takes the incarnation as the skeleton man to try and scare him. He is saved by Rose intervening and shooting Pennywise with a catapult that she has acquired offshore. So that was a really nice moment. We had this sort of, we have Pennywise always playing on the people's fears, and we just created a nice little kind of cyclical fear for Pennywise as well, where obviously we've seen catapult used against Pennywise in iterations of the source material as well. So yeah, we basically follow Rose and Shaw into the present day now. By present day, I mean 1962, where obviously we know that we continue this subplot with the military. We know that obviously Shaw is the sergeant in charge of this operation. So here's this little reunion with Rose. We have basically through this continuation of the military subplot, we also have Dick Halloran, who also has his first encounter with Pennywise. This is another really nice moment where we basically see by nice moment, what I mean is that there's quite a lot of Easter eggs in this episode, and this one is like no exception. This is where we kind of get the first glimpse of that sort of Bill Skarsgård Pennywise, although kind of, but not really kind of. It's a nice little tease, but it will basically definitely is basically executed in a way that has very much kind of throwback vibes, though. Yeah, in this current timeline of 1962, we also follow Ronnie and Lily, who are being affected by Pennywise for themselves. We basically have Ronnie's father, who is currently in prison. And he's so he's basically Ronnie's father is in prison for the crimes of Pennywise. There we have Lily, who is basically being deemed as having these psychotic episodes to account for visions of Pennywise. She's on antipsychotic medication, but the doctors basically lay out that there is a potential that she could be lobotomized on this. So they kind of band together to try and get this photographic evidence of. They try to band together to get this photographic evidence of Pennywise, and then and so to kind of to kind of prove that what they're saying in these visions are real. So this is kind of a note, and this is the plot thread that the episode ends on. We basically have the kids performing this ritual to kind of summon Pennywise. Pennywise takes the form of the spirits of the dead children in this, so they're being chased. So they are he is chasing these kids while they're trying to get this photographic evidence of it. Really cool sequence, really nice sequence. Really, yeah, still really like the visceral horror in this show. So yeah, really like that. And then we basically end with the kids trying to develop these photos, and this is when we get the next tease of Pennywise and his clown iteration. So yeah, we see all of these. So yeah, an episode that's very much littered with all these kind of little Pennywise in his clown iterations. Sort of, we kind of see it, but not really. Kind of just sort of like I said, the episode is just littered throughout with all these teasers. There's little kind of these ideas of Pennywise appearing as a clown. There's really nice little Easter egg kind of things where we basically at the beginning of the episode where we're seeing Shaw as a child at the travelling carnival. In the background we have a female clown holding some red balloons as well. This isn't Pennywise in another incarnation. This is just a regular, but it's another just like nice little moment. We have obviously the notion of Shaw going into the House of Mirrors is a nice throwback to It Chapter 2. So yeah, there's a lot of obviously we have when we have, as I was saying in the previous review. As I was saying in the previous reviews, this TV series seems to be building this Stephen King kind of shared universe, and this continues with where we have references to Shawshank in this. So yeah, really an episode that was really fun, really littered with Easter eggs. I'm sure there's a whole load of these kind of that I haven't mentioned and I kind of missing out on. It kind of becomes another like bit fun aspect of this episode where it could almost be kind of like a bit of a Where's Wally type thing of people could envision people kind of real diehard fans trying to kind of really see how many Easter eggs and little kind of like homages there are in this episode, because there seems to be a lot. So yeah, on the whole, guys, really fun episode. Really enjoyed it. It ain't going to be critical, but it did seem to be a little bit too much going on with this. We were following a bit too many different subplots over different time periods, but so if you're just kind of watching this episode on its own, yeah, it could sort of be a bit confusing, but yeah, a little bit too much going on. But on the whole, it's still just really enjoying this episode. We obviously see a little bit more of a development with this subplot with the military and everything, and what that kind of means and how that's kind of tying in into Pennywise. We obviously, there's this rumor that this show is going to be 3 seasons, and each season is going to jump a generation back. So this kind of so there's some little stuff in here with this subplot, how it plays out. There's little drippets of kind of where you could potentially see this being sort of connective-ish tissue, so that you know there are going to be little seeds here that is just going to be expanded in future seasons when they jump back. Could totally see that happening. I'm hoping it doesn't continue to a point where we just get this origin story of Pennywise. That's the one concern I do have about this. You know, I do feel that the horror of Pennywise works much best and most effectively when it's like shrouded in ambiguity and mystery, and I think it serves the material best when it's kind of like left like that. Yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. But yeah, still really enjoying this show, guys. So yeah, feel free to let me know down in the comment section about what your thoughts were, and what your predictions for the rest of the show and the future of the show are. You know, all that fun stuff. Let me know down in the comment section. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, don't forget to ring a bell for notifications. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. You guys take care.